Good morning, children. Welcome to the online class. Today's social science class. The other day I have completed the first chapter from the history part. Today I am going to start the second chapter, that is ancient civilizations. Ancient civilization. The first chapter we have seen about the prehistoric period. Prehistoric period. In the prehistoric period, we have seen the Paleolithic culture, that is old Stone Age, Middle Stone Age, New Stone Age, Metal Age, all that we learned. Now, some more advancement in the lives of the people and in the society. That is, they have developed the civilization. They are settled in one place and doing the agriculture and the other occupation, even the craft work also they have done. And they started to build the big houses from the thatched roofs and mud houses. They started to build the big houses. So they started to live the better way of life. Better way of life. That is civilization. That is civilization. The term civilization is used to distinguish from the early forms of societies. From the early form of society, the civilization differentiates the civilization from the early form of the society. How was the society in the Stone Age period? That is Old Stone Age, New Stone Age with some more advancement we studied. New Stone Age means further some more advancement we have studied. Then Middle Age. So every stage, every age, we have seen some progress of life of the people. Here, this civilization, the civilization differentiates from the early form of the society and the civilized form of society. From the civilized form of society, that differentiates. The difference we can see when we study about the civilizations. The ancient civilization, the study is about ancient civilizations. Civilization is seen as advanced, organized way of life. Some advanced and organized way of life we can see in the civilization. Here first, here given about ancient civilization. The ancient civilization, four ancient civilizations. It is also called river valley civilization, because the civilization first developed on the banks of the river. Here almost four ancient civilizations which developed on the banks of the river. Among the four, the Egyptian civilization, also known as the Nile Valley civilization. This is one of the ancient civilizations. One of the ancient civilization. Egyptian civilization, next Mesopotamian civilization, Chinese civilization or Yellow River civilization, and Indus Valley civilization. Like these four civilizations are considered as the early ancient civilizations. The civilization, the early civilizations, they brought in planning, organization, and specialized settlements, planned and laid out. All well planned. The civilization. Why this is called civilization? Because all well planned towns, cities developed. They started to construct big houses, multi-storied buildings, and developed this art of writing, science and technology. All those things developed during the civilization. Next, the paradigm is given Egyptian. Already I said the Egyptian civilization. Egypt It is Egypt is northmost part of Africa continent. Here some continents are given. This is Asia continent. This is Africa continent. Africa continent. This Egyptian civilization developed in Egypt. Egypt is northmost eastern part of Africa. Northmost eastern part of Africa, the Egypt lies. There it is marked in green color. There the civilization developed in ancient period. That is ancient civilization. This developed this civilization the mouth of the river Nile. River Nile takes birth in the central part of Africa. The course of the river is towards the north. This is northern side. This is southern side. Here the origination of the river Nile, the central part of area, Lake Victoria. From there it takes birth, and the course of the river is towards the north and joins the Mediterranean Sea. Just before joining the Mediterranean Sea, the river makes a fertile land in Egypt. Egypt became more fertile only because of the river Nile. River Nile is a ever-flowing river throughout the year, full of water. This river is used for multi-purpose: fishing, navigation, electric power, all the purpose. With this purpose, they were first in those days. This river water is only used for agriculture. Both the river bank of the river Nile is sandy place. Even sandy place, usually we call desert. Because of this river Nile that Egypt has become fertile. Otherwise, this Egypt would have been a desert. That is the geographical features of Egypt. This Egyptian civilization or Nile Valley civilization, it is also called Nile Valley civilization. Nile Valley is very rich and fertile as the river deposits fresh alluvium every year. Every year the river full of water, it deposits sand particles, that is known as alluvial soil. Nurtured agriculture. It helps to grow the crops well. So the area crops gives good yield. So the production is more. So they use more excess of product. They used to take for trade. They used to carry on trade. Even they had a trade contract with Tamilagam, Sangam age period. So during the Sangam period, Tamils had a trade contract with Egypt. Even those people, Egyptians also had a trade contract with the Sangam period in Tamilagam. They were exchanging the articles. Barter system, exchanging the articles. Their agricultural product is excess, so they used to carry the agricultural product. Here, the salt and other things they used to carry. So, the barter system was carried on in the ancient period. That is exchange of goods. Egypt became connected with the Sangam age. Hyksos were the rulers of the 15th dynasty of Egypt. They were probably from West Asia. Persians were the people from region of Persia. Present Turkey, that area, these Persians were living. Greeks refers to the language of and the people of modern day state Greece in Europe. Greek, southernmost part of Europe, which is located. The language those days, Greek language was famous. Well flourished that Greek language. Rome refers to the ancient Roman Empire, which had the capital city of Rome. Rome is the capital city of Italy. The next heading is Pharaohs, Society and Administration. Pharaohs. The Egyptian rulers got the title Pharaoh. The rulers of Egypt is known as Pharaohs. This is the title given the rulers of Egypt. Under the Pharaoh, there were a hierarchy of order of officials to assist the king, including viziers, the governors of province, local mayors, and the tax collectors. These are all the officials, hierarchical order of officials who assist the king of Egypt. The entire social system was supported by the work and production of artisans, including stone cutters, supported by work and production of artisans. Not only the agriculture, they used to do some artifacts, handicrafts. They used to make some handicrafts. Artisans including stone cutters, masons, potters, carpenters, coppersmith and goldsmith, peasants and workers. These are all some of the handicrafts the people of Egypt used to do. Here the next viziers were the high officials who administered territories under the direction of Pharaoh. Of the highest officials next to the king were the viziers. The Egyptians believed in life after death. They believed after death there is life. There is so that they used to preserve the dead bodies, mummification. The Egyptian we call dead persons. The Egyptian language they say mummy for dead. The dead body in Egyptian language they call mummy. The art of preserving dead body is known as mummification. They used to preserve. Preserve carefully. That method is known as mummification. Dead body is known as mummy. The preservation of dead body is known as mummification. Pyramid and tombs were built to preserve the body of pharaohs. For ordinary person, they used to keep the dead body mummification and all they do on. But if the pharaohs, after the death of the pharaohs, they used to raise the tombs over tombs, and tombs were built to preserve the body of pharaohs. Very high tombs where they used to build over the pyramids. That is known as pyramids and tombs were built to preserve the body of pharaohs. They used to raise the huge tower known as pyramid over the tombs. They used to raise a huge tower which is known as pyramids. That is where the pharaohs are buried. Over that, tombs will be there. That they raise a huge tower that is known as pyramid. Pyramids, Egyptian pyramids, we know that it is one of the wonders of the world. Such a big pyramids are there still. It is many pyramids. The pyramids the tombs of the pharaohs. They have raised the pyramids. Wherever the pharaohs are buried, they raised the pyramids. Why they have raised such a huge tower? Because along the body of the pharaoh, they used to keep some valuable things. To preserve the valuable things, they are raising the tall tower known as pyramids. The famous Egyptian pharaoh, Haman's tomb with the rich variety of offerings is located near Luxor in Egypt. That pyramid was famous. Costly things and all they have kept along the pharaoh's dead body. They have kept so much of valuable things. So they have raised a huge tower that is known as, they have raised a very big pyramid. Even the mask of his mummy made of gold and decorated with precious stones. So much of valuable things they have kept along with the body of that pharaoh. The next study is about agriculture and trade. Agriculture is an important occupation of the people. Because of that, they have developed the civilization. They have settled so many years and produced more agriculture products, and they developed the trade. They were prosper, and the society also developed. They started to lead a better life, civilized life. Wheat, barley, millet, vegetables, fruits, papyrus, cotton, these are all they used to grow. Papyrus was used for making rope, mats, sandals, and later for producing paper. Papyrus, we are using paper for writing. This paper, the name derived from the papyrus plant. Papyrus plant. They used to write the leaves of the papyrus plant. The Egyptians used to write the leaves of the papyrus plant. Later, that papyrus plant's name derived as paper. They had pets such as dogs, cats, and even now we are keeping the pet dogs, pet animals at home. They used to keep from the ancient civilization period also. They used to use gold, silver, and ivory were imported, and they acquired the precious stones of color from Afghanistan. They used to import the precious stones. They used to wear the ornaments. We can understand from that they used to wear the ornaments out of all these metals. Mummies of Egypt, preserved dead body is called the mummy. Already I said, preserve the dead body is known as mummy. Mummification, we can say mummification. Mummy is a dead body. The Egyptians had the tradition of preserving the dead bodies using natron salt. It will, if they apply the natron salt, the body will not decay easily. Easily it will not decay. That is why they are using the natron salt. The preservation process is called mummification. After 40 days, when the salt absorbed all the moisture, the body was filled with sawdust and wrapped with the strips of linen cloth and covered with the fabric. After absorbing all the moisture from the body, they will cover the body with the cloth. That is called mummification. Art and architecture. The Egyptians excelled in art and architecture. Their writing also form of art. The Egyptians used to write their writing in the form of art, pictorial type, picture type, pictorial form. Their writing is known as pictorial form. Even the numerous sculptures, paintings and carvings. Sculptures, paintings and carvings. Sculpture walls, they made sculptures out of stone and paintings. That is the art of Egyptians. Pyramids. Pyramids are massive monuments. Already we have seen about the pyramids, that is the wonders of the world they built over the tombs of the pharaohs. Next, the great Sphinx of Giza is a massive limestone image. It is an image of Giza. It is given. That is the human lion, image of a lion with a human head. Body is lion body, head is human head. That is Sphinx. Great Sphinx of Giza. It is a limestone image. The largest sculptures in the world, it is the largest, the great Sphinx of Giza is the largest Sphinx in the world. That is about 73 meters length and 20 meters height. 20 meters, such a big image, limestone image. That is the body of lion and the head of the human. It is the view of Sphinx with the Great Pyramid, Egypt. With the Great Pyramid, Egypt. One of the Great Pyramid, Egypt is shown in the picture, and the picture of Sphinx also given. Religion of the people. We also follow our own religion. In those days, the ancient civilization, especially in one of the ancient Egyptian civilization, people follow to worship their god. They worship nature as their god. Many god they worship. That is polytheism. Polytheism means worshiping many gods. Many gods. Some of the name of the gods: Aman, Re, Seth, Tut, Horus, Anubis. Like this, some of the names of the gods of Egyptians given. They worship many gods, but sun god Re was the predominant one. Sun god and Re is the predominant natural god. Nature, natural. They worship nature mainly. Especially the sun and Re are the two predominantly. Most of the people they used to worship. The sun god was called Aman. The sun god. Already it is given Aman. Aman means some sun god. Philosophy, science and literature. Egyptian civilization excelled in science, literature, philosophy, astronomy. Egyptians developed science, literature, philosophy, astronomy, mathematics and measurement system. They are very famous in sundial water clock to measure the time. To measure the time, they used use sundial and water clock. And glass developed by the Egyptians. These are all sundial and water clock developed by the Egyptians to measure the time. Measure the time. They devised solar calendar that consists of 12 months of 30 days. First, they have calculated the movement of the stars and calculated the day, month, year. Month means 30 days, week means 7 days, 24 hours means 1 day, 365 days means 1 year. First, they have calculated. First Egyptians only calculated. Literary works included treatises on mathematics, astronomy, medicine, magic and religion. These are all developed during the ancient Egyptian civilization. The Egyptians developed all these developments. Writing system already we have seen. Egyptians were well known for their writing system. Their form of writing is known as hieroglyphics, pictorial form of writing. Hieroglyphics was used in the inscriptions on seals and other objects. Pictorial form, hieroglyphics writings were used. Characteristics or contributions of the Egyptian civilization. What are the contributions contributed by these Egyptians to the world? This civilization contributed a lot for the world. First one is develop the calendar system. Still we are using the calendar to see the date, month, year, for everything we are using the calendar. First they introduced by the Egyptians. Pyramids and their designs show their mathematical and surveying skills. Pyramids, cone shaped. The shape of the pyramids is mostly cone shaped. That is from that we can understand they are very good in mathematics. And hieroglyphics writing system. Their skills handling symbols. Preservation of human body in the form of preservation of human bodies in the form of mummification, that is preservation of dead bodies, and applied innovation in the use of science and technology. Science and technology also developed. So this much today. The next I mark some answers. First I mark some, choose the best answer. About 8 is 8 or 9. Choose the correct answer is given. First I give. Choose the correct answer. First one, earliest sign to denote birth through pictures, that is B option, pictographic. Second one, the preservation process of dead body in ancient Egypt, mummification, C option. Sumerian system of writing is, that is B option, cuneiform. Harappans did not have the knowledge of horse and iron, B option. Fifth one, bronze image suggestive of the use of lost wax poses known to the Indus people is dancing girl, C option. Sixth one, correct statement, that is D option. Fourth option is correct. D option. Fourth option is correct. Hammurabi, the king of Babylon, was the great law maker. That sentence is correct. So it is given in the D option. Fourth is correct. Seventh one, third statement, Chinese invented gunpowder. That is the correct statement. So C option is correct. Eighth one, what is the correct chronological order of 4 civilizations of Mesopotamia? C option, Sumerians, Akkadians, Babylonians, Assyrians. This is the correct order of civilization of Mesopotamia. Ascertain and reason, ninth one, B option. Ascertain and reason are correct, but A doesn't explain R. That is the answer. Okay, now I mark 2 mark. Fifth main. Answer the following briefly. The Egyptians excelled in art and architecture. Illustrate. The Egyptians excelled in art and architecture. Illustrate. That is page number 18. Page number 18. Art and architecture. That 3 small paragraphs, even the 19 page number 19 first paragraph also to be marked. Even little bit vast, you have to learn another way to reduce it. Okay, thank you. I have mark. First 2 mark question I mark. These answers you have to learn. This is the homework for you. Okay, thank you.